everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a super long one and it is a kind of story time video for my BTS Love Yourself, Speak Yourself tour ticketing experience. And yeah, in real time this situation I guess took 4 hours, but there's some stuff that happened afterwards, so I would say 6 to 7 hours. That's how long I spent on this. Now that doesn't spoil the story, so you know, whether or not I got tickets or whatever happens, it was just kind of all over the place, this story. So if you really want to know what happened, you have to stay throughout the video. So if you want to know, then just sit back and grab a drink, grab a snack, because there's a lot going on. So yesterday, it's currently 4:09 p.m. Saturday, March 9th here in the Eastern Standard Time Zone, and I was trying for New Jersey, which is the stadium that's closest to me, and I was actually already in. My little man sprinted to the front. I had 5 devices: my phone, my iPad, my MacBook, and then I had someone helping me who gave me her iPad and her MacBook as well. And so we had 5 devices. I would have had her phone, but she actually had to leave. Like, how unfortunate. And I could have had my mom's phone, and we would have had like 7 devices, or actually 8 devices, because there's a PC but in another room, but I can't be in 2 rooms at once, and the internet connection is faster in my room, so I couldn't really be in 2 places at once. But if there were people at home, there could have been more devices, and it just didn't really work out. But anyways, I joined pre-queue at different times across, my 5 devices. I think I joined it I joined it first on my laptop, and then that person's laptop, for whatever reason, Ticketmaster was just not working. It was like glitching so much when I tried to join the pre-queue, and then after 4, when I was trying to join the queue, because more chances, right? It would not work. It would keep asking me to verify, and then once it verified that I was not a bot, it was glitching, so that was terrible. But I joined it last on my phone. I think I had 5 minutes left on the pre-queue until it would refresh and bring me to queue. At 4, my little man honestly was still at the beginning of the line on my phone, but then suddenly it would like move really, really quickly, like really big bursts of movement, and I got in onto the seating map at 4:04 p.m. I remember this so vividly. I got in, and pretty much everything's still available. You have like front row is all grayed out basically, because that's totally understandable. It's been 4 minutes. So then I go for row 3 in section 9, sound check, and I really wanted sound check section 9, or just sound check in like a very good section. I was okay with basically 2 to 5 and 8 to 10, but I also prepared myself such that if I couldn't get tickets in those sections, I would still want a floor ticket anywhere. Yeah, so, but anyways, I clicked on the best orange dot, I thought, in section 9, and this was on my phone. Then it went to the next page, and it just became a blank screen, and there was this little buffering circle. And I remember at like 4:06, because it was probably like 4:05 by the time I pressed it, because it takes a few seconds. 4:06, I was freaking out because it did not load. I clicked the little dot and it would not load. I honestly was pretty devastated by 5 minutes, because I was like, this is not happening, basically. Like, I can't even press the back arrow at like the top left of my screen. There was just nothing I could do. Maybe actually I should have pressed the back arrow, because then maybe it would just bring me back to the front of the queue, because later I learned that maybe that would happen if you're lucky. But I also have heard of people that went back to the line and went to the very beginning of the queue, which was really weird. Like, I didn't really know what to do. I feel like I should have just acted more, like, I was pretty calm, and I was like, okay, I'm going to wait and be hopeful and optimistic. And by then, someone had already taken my ticket. Like, it never loaded. It never loaded, and I really wish I could be in that seat that I had chosen. That was honestly a dream. Like, who doesn't want section 9 and that close? Like, wow, I wish. I really wish. Didn't work. So yeah, then I look at my other devices. I was just like pretty upset at my phone. I was looking at my laptop and then my 2 iPads, and the iPads were like no good. Like, the little man was not walking at all. They were so slow, but my laptop was moving steadily. Not quickly, but it was moving. Like, my iPad ones, like, it would move maybe like a millimeter in like 10 minutes, and that was just not enough. Or maybe that's an exaggeration. Maybe like almost a centimeter in 10 minutes, but that was just, it took too long. It just never, I didn't really see much movement. But for my laptop, I was really praying that I would be able to get in by 4:30 on that one, but I didn't. I got in at almost 4:50, and then there were some sound check ones left, but I didn't get in at the right time. And so by the time I zoomed in, you know, you can like press the plus, or you can like zoom in like this. By the time I zoomed in so that the cursor was big enough for me to click on the dot, they were already gone. Like, I tried, I think 5 or 4 times in total, because, you know, like, usually it'll be like, oh, a fan beat you to these tickets, or this ticket, and then it tells you, like, oh, would you like this, and blah, 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 and I'm like, okay, bye now, and then the same message would pop up, and I would just keep doing that and keep doing that until GA was literally gone, like, right in front of me. It was gone. And so then I just quickly moved my map over and got Concourse 1. I got Concourse 1 in section 128, but even then, if you looked at the Concourse 1, then I actually didn't look at everything because I was pretty zoomed in and ready to buy those GA tickets, but couldn't get those. So I was just, you know, going to the middle, which might have been a mistake because even the ones on the sides are like closer to the stage. But I went for the middle because I thought the view would be better and you'd be able to like see them. Also, there's like the mixer where I think they will stand on. I'm not really sure, but if they stand on the section that's labeled mixer, then you would see them better than if you were on the sides. So I chose 128, 126, which is like smack in the center of Concourse 1, such that it's facing the main stage. It was like, I think that one was selling a lot faster, I guess. I mean, that would make sense because it's right in the middle and people couldn't get GA anymore. So I went for 128 just because it was convenient. Like, I was more towards that side of the map. And I didn't really want to like risk moving around anymore. I think I still had some time just because like for GA it's like really hectic and people are just like buying tickets, and I honestly don't. I feel like when you buy, not GA, I mean floor tickets, like when you buy floor tickets, people are just like clicking on the first thing they see and then it's just like really fast transaction. But for Concourse 1, I think because there are more options, I suppose it doesn't take as long. So like, or it doesn't like, it's not as fast, so you can kind of take your time, but I'm not really sure. I just clicked on the one of the first blue dots on section 128 and miraculously went through and I was able to pay, made that transaction, and then I ended up calling my friend. I think it's because, why did I end up calling her? I think it's because I got a notification from her on Messenger, and she asked me like if I got tickets, and I don't remember what time this was. This was right about when I was finishing up. I also had another friend who had asked me if I got tickets. And I think I called her first. It was then that I realized that my two two people that I know from school got section 4. One of them having sound check, but a little bit further from the walkway, and one being extremely close to the walkway, just about 7 seats away. So, yeah, they got extremely lucky, and I mean, it's honestly very hard to not be jealous of someone when they have such a nice seat, but I was also really happy about getting the ticket because it just seemed like I wouldn't be able to get in. Like, I was losing so much hope because it was almost 5 p.m. and I was like, I might not even get in. Like, what are the odds that I can get in a second time? So, yeah, I'm very grateful for that, and if I couldn't get it, if I couldn't get any tickets, I think my heart would have sank because I wouldn't be able to see them at all. So I was talking to my friend about that, and then I realized, like, you know, after you buy the tickets, then it'll bring you to the page that says, oh, my tickets, and congrats, you scored these tickets. And I was talking to my friend, you know, she also got Concourse 1 tickets. I'm not saying where because she's still keeping those tickets. But yeah, so she got Concourse 1 and she was like happy for me, but then of course I had to kind of complain because Section 9 was like literally right in front of me. It's a dream. Like, for City Field, I had GA, but I didn't have the means to camp out and be by extended, and now I'm regretting it so much. And so this time I was like, I will definitely look at them up close, extended, but it just fell through, and yeah. But anyways, my friend was happy for me and we were talking a little bit, and then I realized at like 4:58 or 4:56, I don't remember exactly when, I was like, oh my god, Soldier Field, I need to try for Soldier Field. Like, it does not hurt to try. I'm gonna try to get an extra ticket. Hopefully it's a good GA ticket. At this point I was pretty convinced on that thing about like, oh, you don't need to bring the photo ID. Like, if you resell or you transfer soundcheck tickets, you don't need to send like a photocopy of the original buyer's photo ID. So I was kind of considering it, but then I also was still a little bit skeptical because I don't really want to send photo ID, and then if I'm kind of trading, like, there's like this really big trust you need to build. So I went with regular GA, or I decided that I would. But basically I got on the pre-queue for Soldier Field, and I only had it on my laptop, I think, because I was just, my head was spinning. I was like, still upset about not getting Section 9. Like, I know anyone could say like, oh, I could have gotten Section 9, but you didn't really get Section 9, so why are you complaining? Yeah, I guess I have no right to complain. No right at all. You don't need to tell me further in the comments, but I'm just upset, like beyond disappointed and upset. Like, so then I was just like, you know, yeah, let's just try. And I tried on my laptop. But the thing is, like, after you purchase the ticket, like I said, you're in like the My Tickets portion. So then I have to like go back to BTS and click the next thing, and then it was getting so close to the queue opening up. I was like, oh my god, we're not getting this. Like, I don't know. So but I did join the pre-queue with maybe actually like 1 to 2 minutes left on my laptop, only my laptop, because I forgot about my iPads. They were still on the queue for MetLife, and they were getting there, but there was no point to it. So I was like, okay, let's change everything to Soldier Field. Yeah, but yeah, that happened, and I don't remember what happened next. Oh, so my little man was moving like really well on my laptop. I was still on the phone with my friend. We were on the phone for a while after I got that ticket, because like I called my friend a lot while I was like ticketing, like another friend who is in Section 4. I called her a lot, and then my other friend picked up her phone and told me this whole story about how they got super lucky, and I was just, yeah. There was just a lot going on, but I was still on the phone with this friend who also got Concourse 1 at MetLife. I was just updating her on how the little man was moving for Soldier Field, and man, oh my god, I don't know why I have that much luck for Soldier Field for Chicago, because I mean, I guess it could have been luckier, but I can't complain, because he was moving so steadily, like so well. Okay, I got in at 421, but like every time that man moved like this much, I would like scream in my friend's ear over the phone. I feel so bad, but I got very excited because I didn't see that kind of movement for MetLife. I mean, I did see it kind of bolt to the beginning, but it didn't sell me the ticket. So yeah, but I got in, and let me tell you, I got really lucky for this because I saw so many orange dots for Soldier Field. I saw so many orange dots even at 421, and they were pretty close to the extended stage too. See, the maps are different across all of them, and I don't have all of them memorized, but they're like the sections of like the corners of the extended stage, and the orange dots were pretty close. I remember I saw one that was like maybe 2, 3, or 4 rows from the extended stage, like the corner, and I was like, oh, how I wish I lived in Chicago right now and could attend this. And then, like I said, I was a little skeptical about buying, reselling, and trading sound checks, so I just didn't bother with that. Actually, I just got a regular GA. I think I clicked on some very good blue dots, like blue dots in very good sections, but then it would say like, oh, someone bought it. I think then it popped up with like section A6, and then I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna buy this ticket. I got like section A6. I don't really remember. Oh my god, people on Twitter are asking me if I'm selling something. So, yeah, but I did get that. That was my Chicago regular floor ticket. This video is kind of a mess, but just trying to like bring you guys along and talk to you guys about what happened. So yeah. Then, still on an adrenaline rush, honestly, like, because I had gotten that ticket relatively quickly, and then I just was like, okay, I'm gonna try to get Rose Bowl too, because if I got it for Soldier Field, why can't I get it for Rose Bowl? Oh my god. Right, so I am just thinking back, and I'm like, wow, I did the most yesterday. The most. 4:26 p.m. is the current time, and like right now, this is just me kind of breaking in the video. 4:26 p.m. I was still freaking out yesterday. I really wish I could turn time back and like have gotten in at like 4:20 something for MetLife, because I would still have been able to get a sound check. But let's not even think about the what ifs, because we can all think like that, but there will only be the true winners who were actually able to score really good like floor tickets in really good sections, and not even to mention sound check. But yeah, basically after purchasing Soldier Field and kind of being happy about it because I was able to see all those dots, and it was like a possibility, except I didn't take it. Like, it just made me like really pumped and like excited to get Rose Bowl, even though I was pretty burnt out already because it had been an hour and a half into ticketing. So what I did was then I just kind of waited and relaxed a little bit for the next hour and a half until it would be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is the time that Rose Bowl goes on sale. This one I joined the pre-queue even later than Soldier Field because I was really busy on Twitter looking to see if anyone would want to trade my Soldier Field for a MetLife floor ticket. And yeah, I was on there a lot, and I saw someone tweet like, oh, I'm trying to get a Rose Bowl soundcheck ticket. Is anyone interested? And if I get it, does anyone want to like give me their New Jersey soundcheck? And I had the amazing idea. I'm also going to tweet that. And I actually did get a lot of people DMing me like, oh, do you have the ticket and stuff? And I'm like, I'm still trying to buy it. But like I said, joined pre-queue kind of late. I think some of them had joined the queue after the pre-queue, and yeah, even for the one that I joined for pre-queue, I don't remember what it was, most likely my laptop, that was moving so slowly. I swear, it was moving slower than the ones I joined after tickets went sale and I went on the queue. It was, yeah, Rose Bowl, it was not looking great. Like, I was making comparisons to Soldier Field. Like, Soldier Field was, like, if I could get that kind of luck for the next tour or whatever there is, whatever thing we have to ticket for next, if I could get that kind of luck on the right thing, on the right stadium, like, I would be so grateful for that. Seriously. But Rose Bowl was just no. I got in at 8:12 here in the Eastern Standard Time Zone, which is already an hour and 12 minutes past sale time, and all GA tickets were basically gone. I saw maybe like 3 blue and orange dots pop up here and there, but of course I could not zoom in quick enough. Like, you have to be very, very lucky when those tickets pop up again, because if you get in and those tickets have popped up for like 0.9 milliseconds, then someone's gonna take it before you. So, or not 0.9 milliseconds, maybe like 0.9 seconds. Like, you just have to be really lucky and get in at the right time. But I was in the wrong spot on the queue, so I couldn't get in at the exact time. And that happens so many times. I'm sure it happened to you guys if you tried ticketing. Like, you would see these dots pop up, but then you'd be too far from the map. And you know what's even like sadder? Is that a word? It's like if you're super zoomed in and then you see that another section on the floor goes blue, but on the kind of overview map in the corner, and then you're like, oh my god, I have to like move over there. And then by that time it'll be like, oh, a fan beat you. Yeah. That happened so much for MetLife. It happens a few times for Rose Bowl, because like I said, a few would be popping up even though it's an hour in. I know there's still the Brazil one. Is it Brazil? I can't remember which country it was in, but it's in. But yeah, just brace yourselves. Like, if you're trying for that one, just crazy. Yeah. Did not get anything for Rose Bowl because I had asked on Twitter if anyone would like to trade like GA or soundcheck for GA or soundcheck for New Jersey, but that was not happening because I could not get the ticket. So I didn't see any point in getting anything else, especially since the kind of layout for Rose Bowl is quite unique. Like, you have floor and then you just kind of, it's all very mixed up, I guess. Like, for MetLife and Soldier Field, you at least have different floors, but for Rose Bowl, it's like all together in just one section in these long strips. So I just didn't bother. I didn't want to get like too many extra tickets because I mean, I had Soldier Field. I didn't really want to get a second one and make it like a hassle. At least for Soldier Field it's GA, so I know there would be some demand, like if I could not trade it. So that's what I could get on my own, just my section 128 for MetLife, and I can't remember the section, but somewhere pretty close to the kind of like extended part of the main stage for Soldier Field. Like, basically living off of adrenaline, and I don't really remember what tickets I bought off the top of my head right now, even though it's been a while. So yeah, I was still, looking on I'm not gonna lie, it was still kind of refreshing going back and forth and seeing if there would be new tickets like listed on the floor section, because I would always see people on Twitter saying like, oh, I got a floor ticket like 2 to 4 hours after, and I'd be like, what? So I tried myself. I tried for all 3 of them because I just needed, you know, one blue or orange dot to pop up so I could make a decent trade. But like I said, y'all are too fast, okay? I wouldn't even be surprised if anyone watching this video, I'm not saying like stole the ticket, but like got the ticket before me. Like, you guys are just so fast. I wish I had that kind of luck and was able to like spot the ticket, you know. There would be times where I just like have it open. I was still trying at like 9 p.m. for Rose Bowl because I really wanted to make this trade. And I really wanted to get sound check for this person somehow. I was getting very desperate. I told you guys I was like skeptical about like sending photo ID and stuff, but I was getting very desperate at this point, and I was like, I really want her New Jersey ticket. So I tried, and it didn't work out. MetLife, it had been a very long time since MetLife went on sale, so I had very low hopes. So I stayed mainly on the Rose Bowl page. Which I did have, I guess, more luck with in terms of just spotting tickets kind of pop back out. But other than that, was I able to get, because I'm just incapable of getting those tickets, apparently. So then I was just, you know, still on Twitter, seeing if anyone would be interested to trade and or buy, maybe. But I was keeping my Concourse 1 ticket because, you know, it still means that I'm going. Like, it confirms my attendance of the show. I just wanted a ticket that was better. Like, at that point, I didn't even care. Like, I was asking people, like, oh, I have GA for Soldier Field. Honestly, I just want any floor ticket for MetLife, like, anywhere, any day. Just slap me with your best offer. And then I basically got nothing, so I just ended up searching for people who were selling the tickets. It was not ideal because then I would have 3 tickets, but I still looked. I looked and I looked and I looked, and I would see people I saw that people had offers up, so then I would just like DM them and ask them more about prices. I always ask about the prices, and then I get into the proof and stuff, because I first need to know how much money I'm spending. But yeah, I did make so many exchanges. I made 21 total exchanges in the next 2 hours because I was so disappointed in my ticketing luck this time. So I was on Twitter for honestly too long. It was so bad for me. I don't think I even ate dinner yesterday because I didn't eat dinner, and I ended up showering very late because I spent so much time. In my household, we were raising voices at each other. Like, seriously, my parents thought that like, there was something wrong with me, and why does BTS exist? Like, they are ruining people's lives, and then why can't people from our, like, my parents' native country, like, come out with, like, better people who can, like, take over the world like BTS, like, I don't know, things like that. It was very gross. I don't even want to think about what they said because we've kind of moved on from there. It was just like getting super heated, but yeah, it's terrible. I did find someone who was willing to sell me a floor ticket for MetLife, and this is day 2, and yeah. I asked a lot of people, like, whenever I saw offers, I'd be like I said, I would just DM them and ask them for prices. A lot of them gave me $450, some of them gave me, I think, $400. I don't think I got anything lower than that until there was this one person who was like, I am just selling it for face value. And I was like, seriously? What? Honestly, I still don't know if it's completely like face value. I feel like it's a little bit more than face value. It was like 300 something. Not much more than 300, but it was like a little bit more than 300. Like, not even 310 yet. Somewhere between 300 and 310. I think that's a little bit more than face value, but it was way better than $450. And honestly, I can't even find anyone who's selling floor for face value now. So I just like jumped on it. This was like 10:30 p.m. I did not lose hope. I was still looking everywhere, except not on Ticketmaster, because I literally hate Ticketmaster. I would love to strangle you to death. Like, if you're watching this video, please don't. Actually, I don't need your views or what. I don't like you. So yeah, ended up talking to that person a lot. This person was really nice, because I had to think about this a lot, because I didn't want to have 2 extra tickets. Like, I don't know what I would do with extra tickets, and maybe I would be able to trade my Soldier Field in the next like week or so. So like, buying an extra ticket would just like, you know, like, I would spend extra money on it, and I already spent like $500 or so dollars. Like, do I need to spend another to make it closer to 1,000? But like I said, this was like the best offer I was given, and also the seat wasn't too bad. It's still not like the best seat, but it's way better than what I had in Concourse 1. It's way better than what I had in Section 128. It was just, even in Section 128, it was pretty far back, and I like compared that, and then I was like, I even told the person, well, this is getting more into reselling, maybe tips. Really not. Like, I am not in the position to give anyone tips. I am just raging, sometimes complaining, and just sharing my experience with you guys if you are ever curious. So yeah. But I told this person who was going to sell it to me for around $300 I told her that someone was like, there were other people who were going to charge me like $450 for a ticket that was like slightly better than hers, and I even like told her about the relative location compared to the ones that she was trying to sell me, and then she ended up talking to me more about like how much she spent for like Newark shows and stuff like that, and then I got like a taste of like how much ARMY really dedicate to seeing BTS, and I could really feel like this person was genuine. I also could tell, because I could see that she was going to the other shows, and that her Twitter wasn't just created today. It was created like a while ago, and like over 2 years ago. So yeah, that person gave me time to think, and just kind of gave me some advice as well, which I was really, really grateful for. And then I think maybe 15 to 30 minutes later, that person was still doing something else, so it was like alright that I was spending this amount of time. I would say that if someone is selling you a ticket, like, they better not press you for money. Like, that doesn't feel nice to the person buying it, and if they genuinely want to sell it, they should know that. So there's a tip. But yeah, this person was super nice and let me have the time to just think about it, because she understood my kind of perspective. So we ended up doing that, and then I told her that I wanted to buy the ticket, because I don't think I'll be able to get a better offer, really, like not until like really close to the date, but even then it's not guaranteed, and I wanted to feel like assured that I would have even a slightly better seat than my Concourse 1. So yeah, but then I had a lot of trouble with PayPal, because could not remember my password for the life of me, and I had never transferred money on PayPal, so it was very stressful. But the person told me that there's another person interested, and I got really scared, but then I told her that I'm doing it like right now, and I took pictures of like me getting ready to send the money on PayPal, but I wasn't entirely sure how to do the whole like friends and family thing, and she offered to she like taught me how to do it basically. So the transaction went through, and then there was an error in transferring the tickets initially, just because it was on a desktop, but she managed to do it through the app, and I am so incredibly grateful. She even explicitly told me that if I didn't get the ticket in my account, then she would refund me the money. And she even asked me multiple times to see if my Ticketmaster account is correct and everything, and I'm just so grateful for this person because she really went through, I mean, like, as the demander of the ticket, like, of course I can have my say as well, but I think she just needed to get rid of this ticket, and she really didn't have to go through that much by selling it to me. But yeah, I'm like getting emotional because I had spent so much time and effort into getting a ticket yesterday, and I'm still like trying. I mean, I still have extra tickets that I'm not really sure what to do with. Of course, I can't keep them, but I'm not really sure how I'm going to get rid of them. Like, I need to somehow see if I can trade them and resell them. I have no idea. And also, if I could just find someone with maybe an even better floor ticket for MetLife, I would have to end up buying it. And it's just, I'm very stressed, but I'm also like very content with where I am right now. I'm just really grateful that I have the floor ticket in my account right now for MetLife. And like yesterday I didn't even cry. Honestly, like, I mean, I was getting ready to cry when I thought my PayPal wouldn't like get in and be able to send the money, because I was like, I'm so close to getting a floor ticket when literally everyone else is just trading amongst themselves for sound check. Like, no one is selling GA, at least not even for a decent price. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna lose this opportunity and there won't be any more, because I had searched so much and no, it just, a lot of things fell through. Like I told you, I had like 21 exchanges, and basically I would say 19 of them fell through. I still have some, like I saw like one that is like viable, actually no, like two, but most of them fell through. And I just think back to how much time I spent staring at those screens, that I'm just like happy. Like, I never thought that I would have to end up buying a resale ticket, but it's all luck. And yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry that I got emotional in this video. Like, I'm so sorry, everyone. If you are trying for the last Love Yourself, Speak Yourself, stop. Maybe this video helped. I don't really know, but I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Just remember to never give up hope, because it's also like early, so I'm sure there will be people that are selling even better tickets, maybe even better ones than I bought for face value. But either way, don't give up hope. Doesn't matter if it's for tickets or not for tickets, because I don't know, I think maybe they just realized how much I wanted it and decided to give me a nice person who would be willing to sell it to me. So I'm just so grateful for that. Yeah. Okay, that's my BTS Love Yourself, Speak Yourself ticketing experience. Oh my god, I'm just like a mess right now. Bye everyone.